What's up, y'all? Blade from Ready Clips here, bringing you the next war recap. This one, we took down GM esports, 75-60. So we had a perfect war. Been a little while since we've had one of those. I don't know. Part of that may have been, some of the buffs that we got out of the update. This war, Battle Day, was right over, you know, the period when the update came out. So, obviously, you'll see, a couple attacks here. Were already done prior to the update, and so some of those replays were lost. But so everything I got for you is post update, which is going to include all of these new ridiculous things like a spell donation and an extra 30 seconds. And yeah, they're pretty good. Sorry again for my voice. It has been absolutely ridiculous this week. Hopefully, I will be back to normal very soon. But I'm going to start with Dr. J. He had two awesome attacks that were, pretty different. But I loved them and hope to see more of this sort of thing. Yeah, I mean, he didn't need that extra 30 seconds. So that's cool. Hopefully, I don't know. Try not to talk too much about that, but I think the extra 30 seconds is absolutely ridiculous. And not a fan of that change. I think it's going to make things way too easy. Too many things from this update are going to make every Town Hall level, except for maybe Town Hall 10, way too easy in my mind. But whatever. So, Dr. J doesn't need that extra 30 seconds, though. He just stares it down anyways. So basically what he's got going on here is sort of like a queen walk, queen charge type thing. So he's got 5 healers on his queen, going in there, taking down that hound, cleaning up these pups, sending in his golem and wizards and king. And here on the left-hand side, they're ultimately going to take that jump, go in there and take down the defending queen. Meanwhile, his queen is just going to clean up some trash, clean up a couple defenses, negate one giant bomb spot, and so just sort of help out in that way, which is good. Looks like his king goes in there and fights with the defending king a little bit. But here's when the defending king tries to come out and get his queen, but this queen sort of walks around the base and totally misses. But he's still got a really nice size of, nice pack of hogs left. They're going to work on that expo there, and he double drops these poisons, which when you stack these like this, it makes their power like ramp up faster, so they start doing the higher damage quicker. So I mean that's going to take out skeletons really fast. I mean, as you saw, this group that was on top of it when he dropped it went down quickly, and then hogs went and got another skeleton trap triggered and came back into it, and they just died really fast. So that was pretty nice. And yeah, now just onto the cleanup. Not much left to hit here, so really good attack, Dr. J. Thank you for bringing us a new strategy here with this queen walk, queen charge thing like that. All right. Excuse me. So I'm gonna show another one by him because he does another similar type thing. Less healers this time. This time, he's really just using that queen to take out CC troops, take out the defending heroes. But I mean, when she's doing all that, not much need for her to do a whole lot of other things. So definitely getting a lot of value out of her. And then he's just going to start with kind of like really it's a Govalo with one hoe, one hog. Actually, I think all that hog is for is to get out the CC once these heroes go down. Yeah. So, but yeah, so now you're going to start to see once this comes over, he's going to rage up his queen, to just sort of deal with that CC Hound a little more quickly and deal with those pups. So really nice way to deal with that. Meanwhile, he's got the Golem Wizards coming around over there. I was going to use some wall breakers to try and break through that first layer of walls, which is where he's ultimately going to, once this elixir thing goes down. Yeah, King goes down, Valk's going to go in, and they're all going to be funneled straight into the middle now. So drops a little rage on them to speed them up, drops his jump down, so they're going to jump right in there into that core. As you can see, most of them take it. It's going to heal them up now, but they just go in there and start wrecking stuff. And then starts, once everything is targeting those Valks in the core, he just starts his loon deployment around the outside. Has a haste spell available, as you saw, for the one area. Just getting them to move through a little bit quicker. But, everything, all the air defense buildings are down. The only thing that can hurt his loons now is that wizard tower, and it is about to go down right now. So, everything else is dead. And just clean up at this point. Tons of Valks left just running around, going crazy. So, 2 nice hits, Dr. J. Gotta love that. Way to go, man. Alright. So, who else we got? Is there another? No, okay. Trying to remember if there was another. I was thinking there might have been another 9 I wanted to show. But here, we're going to show Edge going in on their top Town Hall 8. Pause real quick. One of the things that happened with this war, and our 9s were doing really well. And honestly, I think a good reason for that probably is some of the. I don't know. I think we cleared in less than 3 minutes on almost all of our attacks. How much that donated spell helped, I don't really know, but our 9's definitely wrecked and cleared all the 9s before. Sorry. Cleared all the 9s before we cleared all the 8s. So we did have a couple 9s dip down. This was one of them, but just wanted to mention that. Edge comes in here, though, and he just wrecks per usual. Not letting anybody dip down to clean up his messes, so. Just starts off pretty standard CC lure up top. Does a pretty good job here with his barbarian feed. Puts a poison on there. Barbarian down, wizards down. Now just keeps dropping those barbarians right underneath that dragon. Really textbook CC kill. Anyone who is struggling with your CC kill, check that out, because that is how it's done. And then he just sort of does a Asian wall there from the right-hand side and deploys a bigger group of hogs on the left. Just a lot of point defense really concentrated at the top of this base. So he just goes straight in after it with a bunch of hogs to take them down. Then, does a little bit more of a surgical deployment than at the bottom here, because he suspects this big double giant bomb set. So he's trying to figure out, how to negate that. And I think this worked out perfectly. Oh, he does end up getting a big pack taken out there. Never mind. I must have been thinking of something else. So a bunch of guys get bacon there, but he still has enough and enough cleanup. Poisons down these. My goodness. I am so sorry. Poisons down those remaining skeletons. It really does some damage to that king who is just hanging out in there, beating on whatever. So that worked out nicely. But yeah, as you can see, tons of cleanup left, tons of wizards. Even though he doesn't have any hogs left to clean up, just plenty of everything else to get the job. Oh, I guess he did have 2 hogs still. I don't know. I apparently must have been thinking of a different raid, but whatever. Really nice hit, Edge. Very good work, man. Sorry, I should write down the numbers. I just remember who it was that was hitting. There we go. The Y Monster #2. These guys actually had pretty decent bases, I would say. Definitely better bases than most clans that we're facing. Um, but, they were not the greatest attackers, so. Have a little water. Hopefully that'll help my cough a little bit. Starts with the lure, dragging the CC up top. Does a little bit of a barb feed action and some, put some archers down. Obviously works out just fine. And then just starts here with this Goho, has that golem running in there to take that mortar. Does some nice wall breaker work here. All those point defenses focusing in on that golem. And, if he had sent 4 in originally, he would have totally broke through. But his next set of wall breakers go in there and get in right to the thick of it right as this golem pops. So a bunch of those defenses retarget and hit those wall breakers and kill them all off before they can break through that wall. But that's okay. His king beats through that wall anyways and gets in here. And, they end up triggering the double giant bomb set in there one at a time with those golemites and stuff. But just, has a real nice pack of hogs working around on that left-hand side. Puts a poison down there to, stop that king from hurting his hogs so much. Just going to keep healing his hogs around. Really should have been able to 2-spell here. I don't think he needed his last heal. I think he drops it anyways. I do think there's a bomb here, so... Oh, no giant bomb, but... if there had been, it could have been a bomb spot, which I think is why he'd originally planned to put it there, is what I meant. So, obviously, it did not... it wasn't going to hurt him, wasn't going to appear, so he could have been fine with that, but it doesn't matter. He wrecked the base, used that heal just for... just to keep the hogs extra safe, and gets it done here. All right. Well, just gonna do the 4 for this recap. Sorry, it is the Dr. J show, but I loved those 2 attacks using the Queen so heavily. Thought that was pretty cool. Thought you guys would like seeing that again. And so congrats, Ready Clips, on the Perfect War. Love it. I got my attacks in before the update, so both replays were wiped. My second one was absolutely tragic. At that 30 seconds, and it was a 3-star for sure, but I had 4 units firing at 3 buildings remaining on the map, so all my things had split up and were targeting different stuff. Just half a second longer, and I would have had the 3, but oh well. Other one was a 3-star though, so that was cool. Anyways, not gonna make this one super long. Just mostly just because my voice is ridiculous, so I'm gonna cut out. But hopefully my voice will be better tomorrow and when I record for the next war. So anyways, until next time, peace.